Alright, so I'm gonna say one of my newer poems, I guess. It's called An Apple and a Pear Tree, and it is in my poetry book titled For the Culture. It comes out February 1st, so make sure you get it. And if you like this, please feel free to share it, comment, repost, whatever. Pack up your bags, it's moving out time. They'll remove you with no reason and replace you with no rhyme. They'll build a drive-through where your front porch used to be, and even if you want to stay, the cost will force you to leave. Like the Columbus of the hood coming in, stealing our land, raising the rent, changing the vibe. If they can't have it, no one can. Moving us without a moving truck, eviction notice and good luck. And if for any reason you can't afford it, oh well, that's just too tough. Who thought of creating a place where the poor are too poor to be poor? So as the boats bind up their doors, the helplessness overpours. And that part-time job that pays $4.50 every other week is seen as enough income for independence no matter how many mouths you feed. Politicians stepping over us with signs that read vote for me. It's like voting for slavery. We vote, but we ain't really free. And what's freedom when they can come in and take my community from me? You can't plant an apple seed with hopes of growing a pear tree. So I take my home and turn it into what it was never meant to be. I mean, how many Starbucks can one city really need? Replace the library with the yoga studio, meanwhile the kids can't read. Priorities over money, that's what some cities really need, especially when money isn't the first priority. Bigger priorities than money, that's what this city really needs. It's the root of all evil, so what good can it really bring? About as much good as racism. The white thing's the right thing. The spite thing's the might thing, so white things become kings and brown things pack your things. There's no fight, there's no ring, because the ring got torn down and replaced with a bank. And no one has any money, so the checks remain blank. And the names are too ethnic. We're not hiring, they said, but if the app was a text, it'd be left on unread. Unemployed, barren land, but you still pay that tax. Now you live next to a bank you can't afford to bank at. Please explain to me, what kind of life is that? What if we're carrying loads too heavy to pull up by our bootstraps? What if the micro pushing out leads to a macro taking back? Oppression forces move into movements, so please be prepared for that. Our elders are being displaced, so we don't got time to slack. There is no gray and no in-between. This thing is white and black. It's time we set the standard for the level of leadership we require. Our elected officials are civil servants that we the people hire. They need to be the ones we look up to and admire, and if they can't get it right, then they need to be fired. And just like our people forced to move decades into U-Hauls, they can also grab some boxes and be evicted from City Hall. So if you're with me, mobilize. Put your money where your mouth is. This is a battle we have to fight, not an inheritance for our kids. So do this with them in mind. The best gift we can give is for them to never worry about being pushed out from where they live. Boom.